this and the sphere thing, it when I was trying to learn it, it seemed like it was hit or miss for me.
Okay.
Now, iTunes will probably tell you that he prefers the sphere method because he's done it a bunch and he's got it down. I never did really get it down.
His method seems so difficult because he's got the voxels and the anti-voxels. It's going to take me a while to understand what he's doing, but he's got his methods down to a science. I mean, it's a science.
Yeah, he's really good with the domes and stuff, and it's he does some awesome stuff with that.
Yeah, he does. He's really, really good, but just watching him amazes me.
All right, so we got it stacked up pretty tall, right? So now we're going to select it.
He's teaching us how to do a sphere. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear exactly what he's saying, but he is teaching
So we
us.
got it selected, and now we're going to smooth the piss out.
Okay.
And it's generally, they say to do it like 1/3 the amount of how many stacks you put in, but I generally just do it until I think it's good. I just kind of play it by eye. And you see it's all crumbling up on the bottoms and stuff like that. It doesn't matter, okay? Because what we're going to do is we're going to go to the center of it, and we're going to take the center.
Right. Take the best part of the center.
Yep.
I've
And that
seen
should
that.
give us a really good,
Circle.
perfect ring.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
And if you're building like on a large scale, you just go back and stack them up again. And that works all the way down to a 2x2. And that's how you get like a 2x2 cylinder. Because you'll actually it'll be completely filled in. But it's pretty easy. I think that method's easy. I mean, I've done it a bunch, so I can do it really quick. The longest thing really for me is laying it out on the floor.
Cool.
It's the pattern that's going to take me a minute to remember to figure out.
He's going to give us a website.
That's the website there. Uh, so, like I said, I always just figure out how big of a ring I need. Go to that website. It'll give you the grid layout. Lay it out on the ground. Copy it. Raise it up off the ground a little bit because you're going to be smoothing it. Stack it up. You generally want to stack it about 20 to 25 times. So a lot of times I'll do a section like this tall and then recopy it, and so I'm doing more at a time.
That makes sense.
but not that hard, huh?
No,
Oh, yeah,
that
you made
looked
it look
really
easy as hell.
easy. Pixel CIR.
I mean, once you do it a little bit, you'll get it down. I mean, it takes like no time once you do it a little bit.
Generator. Cool.
I mean, I have some that I've done that are like 49 by 49 or something like that. I made some big ones. My last build had a bunch of round towers. Questions?
No.
Nope, that looked pretty easy. I mean, you made it look easy, I should say.
It's I mean, I don't think it's hard at all, and like I said, pretty consistently you'll get really good rings. I mean, I look at that, it's probably about as close to a perfect ring as you're going to get on the outside. The inside is a little bit, just a hair off looking at it, but the outside of it looks almost perfect.
Oops. I don't see where it looks that bad on the inside.
And the thing you can do with that, this is what I use to create like all these door arches. I would figure out how big I want to make my door, make a ring that size, and then you just you cut it in half, and that's what you use for the top half of your arch.
Oh, yeah, that's what I needed, an arch. Okay.
Yep, and then you can also, I don't know if this one will work or not. I think this is too small. Hold on just a second. This is 15 by 15. And as you make them bigger, you can start to notice a little bit what I'm talking about. How the inside doesn't look perfect. It's almost kind of getting a little bit of squaring to it. But you don't notice it when you're using it to build something because the outside is what you look at anyway. So that's what most people see. And if you're building a tower or something that you're actually going to be putting stairs inside, you're never going to notice that.
Right, exactly.
So, okay, I'll show you all another trick. If I can remember how to do this. Oh, actually, I'll have to. That's a long, long process using the heel tool. But these rings are also what you do to. That's another long class on how to use the heel tool to do cutter rings and stuff like that. Um, you can take this simple ring here, and that's how you make the Gothic arches as well. And it's like I said, we'll do another class on it. I hadn't done it in a while. I need to watch a video on it again, and I'll show y'all how to do it. But this is how you end up with. Give me just a sec. Well, we're on the wrong side of it. I put it down the wrong way. Come over here.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
So, I mean, this is three separate ones, and I spaced them so I wouldn't get the voxel migration on it. But this is actually what I use to make my stained glass up in my uh, feasting hall, and I just spaced it out because it's it's basically like an illusion, to be honest with you, on what it looks like when you're looking at it. Uh, it looks just right, but in reality, it's all spaced out.
Yeah. How did you do the um the archway for your Punisher Hall? Oh yeah,
See,
see
look at this.
that looks awesome. I like I
Yeah, but
really
come
like
look at it
that.
from the side. You, if you're looking at it from the front, it looks like it's all one big solid piece. But if you look at it from the side, you can see that it's all spaced apart.
Right. Yeah. So that the voxels don't bleed together.
Yep. And most of the time, a window like that's going to be up high, so nobody's really going to be looking at it. And then, even if they are, all you do is fill this side piece in so that it's filled, and then fill this bottom in, and you're not going to see it anyways. You know. And I like that it has depth. To me, I think it makes it look. I don't know. I just I like the fact that it has that depth to it instead of it's not. It doesn't look like it's just one voxel thick. It looks like there's actual space in there.
It looks like there's dimension. There's dimension to it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So, John, how do you get these little itty bitty ass voxels again? Like this thing that you've got right here? How
The
it's.
micro voxels.
Yeah.
All right, that's 4 voxels, right?
Okay.
All right, 4 voxels tall. All right, and this is what I was talking about the other night. That actually brings up a good point. All right, that's 1 voxel squared, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, a microvoxel, when you're looking at it like this piece right here, it doesn't look like it's 1 voxel. But in the game mechanics, I guess is the best way to put it, that is still the same size as this.
Okay.
So it's it'll always take up that same amount of space. That's why when you see a lot of people when you do microvoxels, that you get a lot of voxel migration because the game will make it fit together, and that's how inlays work actually is that migration. But so you always got to remember that whenever you're placing microvoxels is that you're going to get some migration. So it's something to always keep in mind, even if you're using a microvoxel, is that it is still 1 voxel thick. It took me a while. That's why I'm kind of emphasizing on it, because it took me a while to really understand it.
Okay.
But okay, so we got 4 voxels tall, 1 voxel thick. Alright, so all you do is you take your smoothing tool. Alright, that's a larger microvoxel, and you just smooth it. And then you get down to this. This is the smallest size you can make.